I think the ability to experience love really requires the person experiencing love to be in a position of dominance or responsibility or providence, I suppose is the word, especially when I'm going to link this concept to God's love for man. Maybe the inference is that the thing that you love needs to be inferior to yourself. This notion of like extending oneself sacrificially for the benefit of the other. This is what we say is love, at least from a man's perspective. Benevolency. And I don't, following along that logic, this is really more of a question, I suppose, than a statement, but I don't think that women are capable of love. At least not in this regard. There are several forms of love. We don't really recognise any of them today. You only really see it spoken about in religious context because those old concepts still exist in the old texts, although they may as well be abolished in the churches, but the churches are mostly redundant for today. For any religion, any spirituality, the church is a redundant place. It's like it may as well be a creche. It's like a daycare for the spiritual, but there's not really anything serious taking place. But I don't think that women are capable of love because they're never in that position of providence. Perhaps only above their children or above pets. You don't often see, or I don't think I've ever really seen outside of television, which is make-believe. I've never seen a woman devote herself or be as smitten, as desiring of connection with a man the way that they are with children or pets. And yet even those children and pets, it seems that they still have some obligation to entertain the mother or the woman. It's not entirely sacrificial. It's like she will care for those things only so that she gets validation from it. It's not really done in the interest of the recipient of that care. It's really a means to an end. It's not benevolence at all. And I've heard plenty of women say when they are complaining about their children, let's say the complaint is that the woman feels she's not being given the respect she deserves. Often this will be in reference to a teenager, and of course the woman expects undying fealty and affection and validation at all stages of life, from birth till death. And you will hear her say things like, I gave birth to you and this is how you treat me. See, the very act of having a vagina and a womb for a woman is like her sacrificial act. What she really thinks is that once she's given birth to you and she's suffered the labour pain, that really her responsibility ends at that point, and that you should be doing everything in your power to satisfy her. And children stop being entertaining around age 4 or 5. they don't really like to do anything for more than like 4 or 5 years. A woman will reinvent herself. She will fall out of love with her children, or she will divorce her marriage. It will only take 5 years, and she will do this. She will reinvent herself. She will experience psychosis.